Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about a very sensitive matter that most people are insensitive about in this our part of the world. I mean Africa, Nigerian most especially. When we see newly married couples, we start counting years for them, we start counting months for them, which is not supposed to be. Banky and Adesuwa's final say made me want to talk about this sensitive issue. It is very sensitive. Sometimes they are trying to take their time, they have plans for their life, they have things planned. Maybe they want to wait 2 to 3 years before they start having children. We don't know what they are going through. We don't know if they are trying, we don't know if they are waiting on God, we don't know if they have plans for their life, we don't know if they have their life planned and they have a certain time they want to start having children. Womb chasers. Womb chasers, yes, that's how we call you people. Womb chasers, womb checkers. They'll start looking at and start, madam, you've added weight. Are you pregnant? Or your tummy is protruding. Are you pregnant? You need to be sensitive. When they ministered in that church, that video, I listened to that video. I watched that video. It was over 1 hour. I watched it with my sister and my sister-in-law. And I realized that sometimes they are trying a lot. And people, you don't want to know how expensive IVF is. You don't want to know how painful it is. You don't want to know how much they've invested emotionally, mentally, psychologically, financially. IVF is not easy. Sometime last year, I watched, was it last year or 2 years ago? No, last year, after late Ibiduni Igodalo passed, I watched some of her interviews about when she was trying to have a baby, how IVF was not easy, it's expensive, and it's emotionally draining. So when I watched Ibiduni's interview, late Ibiduni's interview, I was like, no, women are trying. Women go through a lot. Banky and Adesuwa, they said they tried IVF twice. Lady Bidoni said she tried IVF, I think 9 or 11 times. And I was like, wow. What if she does not have the money? What if her husband was not supportive? What if her family members were not supportive? And one thing again is, I'm sorry to say this, it is my belief. Some people don't like to hear it. It is not every woman that will be opportune to carry the fruit of the womb. It is not every woman that will be privileged to carry your child. There are so many children out there that need love. Adoption is one thing I so much love. I usually say to myself, when I get married, let me have 10 children. I'll still adopt. Because there are so many children out there that need love. They need the love. You have the love and you can give it to them. Why drown yourself in sorrow when you can give the love to some children out there? Some people are so lucky, they are so privileged. Once they have sex like this, bam, they are pregnant. For some people, they will try. The husband is fertile, the wife is fertile. Medically, they are okay. Now that we even know about PCOS, it's even better. Most ladies have PCOS that they don't know about. But now that we know about PCOS, the treatments and all that, it's a bit better. But please, it's not the end of the world if you cannot get pregnant. Adoption is a process. Surrogacy, if you have the money, surrogacy is not bad. It is your child. I'm not against surrogacy and I'm not against adoption. If I have 20 children, I will still adopt. Even if it's one child, I'll talk to my husband. I'll beg my husband, please, we have children out there that need this love. Please, let's just take, even if it's just one. Because my dream is to adopt 4. But if we cannot adopt 4, I'll just beg my husband, please, let's just take one child that needs the love. Please, let's not be insensitive about this issue of when are you getting pregnant, when are you starting a family. When you know a young couple that are trying, or they are still, you don't know if they are trying or they are taking their time, you have to be very sensitive in whatever you say to them, in whatever you do around them. You should pray for them. You don't have to condemn them. You have to pray for them, talk to them, show them love, be affectionate towards them. They need your love, they need your support. People, couples, especially the woman, they go through a lot. And sometimes it's even the husband might have medical condition, but as Africans, they believe it's the wife. They'll start saying so many things about the wife. What has she done with her youth? Where has she gone when she was young? What else is this? And sometimes so many things can be the cause. Sometimes it's blockage of the tubes. Sometimes blockage of the tube can happen due to infections when we're young that we didn't know about so many things. We didn't have knowledge about infections. So many ladies had infections when we were young, especially when we were in the boarding school. We had no knowledge about it, and it has done a lot of damage. It has blocked the tube. That sometimes they have to do surgery, reconstructive surgery to open the tube. Sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not successful. It's not mother-in-law that will start saying, my son will take a new wife, my son will take a second wife, you cannot give him a child. It is God. Mama, I know you want to see your children's children. We know you want to see your children's children, but it is by praying and be patient with your son's wife. Don't victimize your son's wife. Trust me, when they are going through that phase of their life, they are very, very sensitive to whatever you say, whatever you do to them, whatever you say around them, whatever is going on around them. They are very sensitive about it. Sometimes I've heard stories of men that would not go to the hospital with their wife. She's a big auntie, she's a big sister. She has a daughter. Her daughter is, and after the first child, we're just talking about this. She was sharing the experience. After the first child, they were trying to conceive, and it was not happening. She's been to the hospital. They've done tests. They did series of tests for her, and she was certified to be okay. Doctor said she was fine. She was okay. Now, husband, let's go now. Husband did not follow her. Husband did not go with her to the hospital now. You know what? So I think they had a family function. So the brother's wife, the husband's sisters, the husband's sister, one of them was so insensitive, and she had to talk about that issue. You know what my aunt said? Statoyin, she has a very sharp mouth. Statoyin said, it's your brother that is infertile. If not that your brother is infertile, why hasn't he gone to the hospital with me? Doctor said he should come. I'm certified to be okay. Your brother is the one that is running away from the hospital. If not that your brother is having one thing in his hiding, why has he not find time to go with me to the hospital? That was what Auntie Toyin used to shut them up. And since then they don't say any insensitive thing to her about that issue again. Though it's just that one daughter she has. But sometimes a woman's system can change after having a child. After having 2 children, her hormone system, she can have hormone imbalance. Like, I have a friend, she's had series of miscarriages, but people don't know she's had miscarriages. People keep asking her, when are you going to get pregnant? When are you going to have a baby? She had 7 miscarriages before she had a rainbow baby. I know so many times that she will do the pregnancy test, and she will call me again and cry that Nike is negative, and I'll tell her God will do it at the right time. Now she has a child. I'm just always happy. Anytime I remember her story, I'm always very happy for her, because she has had a lot of miscarriages before she had a rainbow baby. There are so many women that is after 3 children that their hormonal imbalance will flip in. There are so many women that it is before they start having children, that they will have the hormonal imbalance. The video where they ministered in church about how they conceived, and is on Banky's YouTube channel. And God will do it in his time, in his own time, in his own perfect time. There's time to sow, and there's time to reap. God has planned everybody's life. God knows when you will have children. God knows. We can't force God to do things. He does it in his own time. So like Banky said, God has the final say. He's the one that has the final say. Because you get the final say. No matter what them do, Baba, you get the final say. Don't mind me. Husband, be supportive. Go with your wife to any doctor's appointment. Go with her. Mother-in-law, pray for your wife. Sister-in-law, everybody, pray for them, support them, encourage them. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. We've come to the end of today's video. Kindly click the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there's any content you want me to create, let me know in the comment section and I'll make sure to create it for you. Thank you for watching. So we'll see you again in my next video. Bye.